What's up, y'all? I'm Joji Games Improing. Now I'm gonna continue on with my Super Mario 64 Let's Play. So yeah, recently my friend Yo-Yo Man uploaded the first part of his Crash Bandicoot Let's Play, and yeah, that's where apparently that's where our game exchanging thing actually started. I mean, it all started when I decided to play Super Mario 64, and then he wanted to play Crash Bandicoot, and oh crap, that really sucked. I first suggested him Banjo-Kazooie, but apparently something went wrong, so he decided to go with Crash Bandicoot. And then after I'm done with Super Mario 64, I'm gonna play Crash Bandicoot. And then when he's done with Crash Bandicoot, he's gonna play Super Mario 64, and yeah, stuff like that's gonna go on. And yeah, we're gonna choose two other games after Super Mario 64 and Crash Bandicoot. And yeah, we're gonna pick up from there, and do some more game exchanging things, and see how this works. I don't know if it's gonna work well or if it's not. But yeah, anyways, for Whomp's Fortress, I'm gonna start by collecting the red coins and the 100 coin star, because I don't like the red coins. I mean, who likes the red coins? I mean, maybe some people do, but for me, I don't really like the red coins because I have to look for them, and I don't like looking for stuff. So I want to get the red coins out of the way, and also 100 coins, because the 100 coin stars are the ones I really hate, because you have to look for coins all over the place, and sometimes it can be a little tricky. Like for me, Bob-omb Battlefield is a little tricky. I mean, you need the wing cap beforehand. And if you don't, then you'll have to come back later. I mean, maybe it's possible without the wing cap. I mean, I never tried, but yeah, I'm gonna wait until I get the wing cap before trying, because it's gonna be a lot easier for me. And yeah, after I'm done with Whomp's Fortress, that's when I'm gonna try to unlock the wing cap, and then finish off what I started with. Whoa! Oh crap! That was really bad. Finish off what I started with Bob-omb Battlefield, and then continue on with the rest of the first few levels, and then fight Bowser, and continue on with by going down the basement, getting all the stars there, and yeah, all that stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna try to collect all the stars, because I did it before, so I can do it again. I mean, I did it once on the DS version, and I did it once on the Nintendo 64 version, of course on an emulator, but when it comes to emulators, I don't use save states, because I wanna actually feel as much as possible as if I was actually playing the game. So I use a PS3 controller, and I also, like I said, don't use any cheats or any save states, because I don't really like cheating anymore. I mean, when I was young, I used to cheat all the time, using game cheats, a couple of codes and stuff. But now it seems like I want to play the game, actually play the game without, having something in the way. Whoa, that was really close. Finally got that star here. That was actually unexpected. I didn't expect to get the 100 coin star right here, but at least the faster the better, because I can get rid of the 100 coin star and have that out of the way, and now I can get rid of the red coin star out of the way, because these are my least favorites. I mean, sometimes on some other levels, like maybe in the later levels, the red star, not the red stars, the red coins missions are like the least of my concerns. Well, they're not really the least of my concerns, but I really don't like collecting them in any level. But there are these moments where it's not that hard compared to some other missions. But yeah, we'll get to that once I get to the later courses. I mean, the later ones are very frustrating, at least for me they are, because I remember the last time I was, constantly screaming at Mario, screaming at Lakitu, stuff like that, because sometimes Lakitu is responsible for my death. Sometimes Mario is a little clumsy. well, I wouldn't really say clumsy, but you know, something like that. I don't know if I can get up there by doing this, but I can try. Maybe one more. No, that won't be one more. How about this? Jump. Oh, I did it. Actually did it. That is probably not my first time. I think I tried it on the DS version, but on the Nintendo 64 version, that is actually my first time actually doing this. I don't know why some things are... I mean, I don't remember why some things on the DS version are easier to perform, and some other things are easier on the Nintendo 64 version. I mean, I can't really do a full-on comparison because it's been a while since I played the DS version, and now I'm just playing the N64 version on an emulator. And yeah, I really wish I had that game when I was young, but I only got to... The first time I ever played this game was very few years ago. But of course, I played the DS I first played the DS version like a long time ago. I don't know when it came out, but I don't think it was. I don't think I played it when it actually came out. Maybe a few years later. But yeah, I played the DS version before, and now I tried out the Nintendo 64 version, and I honestly prefer the N64 version because it's the original, and there's a couple of... Oh crap! Alright. Oh, that didn't go as expected. Yeah, as I was saying, I honestly prefer the N64 version so far. Well, actually, I would say... Whoa, what the hell was that? But yeah, as I was saying, I prefer the N64 version because there's a lot of stuff, there are a couple of changes I didn't like in the DS version. And what the hell are you doing, Mario? You're looking up at the air and not the guy you're standing on top of. That kind of bugs me, but... At least not too much, because at least it can be a little funny. Maybe it's a cheesy joke. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyways, I'm almost done with this. Alright. At least I can complete the Whomp's Fortress like in one sitting. Like that's what I really like about this level. But I've always wondered why wasn't this one the first course, because this you can actually collect all the stars. You collect all the stars, like right on the first setting. And when it comes to Bob-omb Battlefield, you need the wing cap, and you need at least maybe 10 stars before you unlock the wing cap. And yeah, I'll show you guys later. For those who didn't play the game, or for those who didn't play the game yet, I'm pretty sure some new school gamers will actually end up playing some old school games, because you know, old school games you know, to this day are still amazing. I mean, I'm not saying all of them, but I mean there's a lot of old school games that are still amazing to this day. And yeah, something like that. But yeah, I also want to talk about the criticism I get for my commentaries. I mean, I didn't get a lot, but I do want to say that some people criticize my commentary, and the thing is, people just say stuff like work on your commentary and stuff, and they just don't really tell me exactly what the problem is, and again, they're not exactly communicating to each other. Oh crap. Well, anyways, I'm just gonna get that other star, the star that's hidden behind the wall or something. But as I was saying, if you're gonna criticize me and you want me to improve, well, you can at least give me some tips so I know what to improve exactly. I mean, I can't really improve if you don't tell me what's wrong with my commentary. I mean, if you tell me something's wrong with my commentary, I can't really tell exactly what. I mean, I know there is, but I can't tell exactly what is the big problem. But if you tell me what it is, I can definitely try and improve. But sometimes it can be hard to improve even if I know how. I mean, sometimes that happens. But anyways, yeah, if you're gonna criticize my commentary or anything like that, or anything in my Let's Play videos, well, at least give me some tips so I know what to improve, and that should be good. Yeah, that should be good. First try. Sometimes I get it on my first try. Sometimes I just can't. But yeah, I only got one more star left, and I'm done with this level. That's a pretty straightforward level. I mean, you can pretty much complete it without needing upgrades and such. Yeah, and that star here is a little complex for me because, you know, it's really hard to tell if I'm in the range or not. I kind of have to wait until the cage is out of the camera's out of frame, something like that. I can't really explain it, but something like this. That didn't really help much, but right now I have to wait for the owl. I'm gonna call it an owl. I'm pretty sure it is an owl, but yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna wait for it to come down, and it's probably gonna take a while, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to allow time to pass on quickly. I mean, how about this? Or how about this? Yeah, I guess that actually helped me accelerate time, if you want to call that accelerating time. I mean, no, I'm trying to keep myself busy while the owl is coming back because it takes a while. Wow, my second try. Sometimes, again, this one too, depending on how lucky I get on my first try, maybe second, and sometimes it takes me a while, but this time I got really lucky. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and also check out my friend Yo-Yo Man's videos. And yeah, I'll see you in the next part of this series.